cigarette? Wouldn't you rather have some water?
I can't smoke water.
You're not sick, are you?
In what way?
In a sick way. I mean, that's a terrible cough.
If it bothers you, I won't do it again.
It doesn't bother me. I thought it would bother you.
If it bothered me, I wouldn't do it, would I? You're not going to give me that cigarette, are you?
I don't smoke.
Then what are you feeling your pockets for?
I don't know. It was just a reflex action.
You always feel your pockets when you don't offer someone a cigarette?
No. I don't know why I did it.
Don't you keep some in the apartment?
It's not my apartment.
Oh? Oh, you just borrow it once in a while.
No, nothing like that. As a matter of fact, it's my mother's apartment.
You're not actively serious.
I am. I'm very serious. It's my mother's apartment. This is where my mother lives.
Is she going to join us?
She works 2 days a week at Mount Sinai Hospital. She doesn't get home until 5.
Oh, well, that'll make things interesting.
My mother's always doing charity work. She likes to help out needy people.
Like us?
I didn't know where else to come.
Well, like I say, keep it in the family.
Would you like a drink?
Desperately.
I'm sorry. I should have offered you one right away. I have J&B Scotch. Is that all right?
What else have you got?
That's it. Just J&B Scotch.
I'll have a J&B Scotch.
I never noticed you drink at the restaurant, so I figured a plain Scotch.
You brought glasses, too?
I picked them up at Bloomingdale's. I was thinking of getting them for the restaurant.
You were afraid if you dirtied your mother's glasses that she'd know someone was here.
Well, she's very meticulous, and if anything looked different when she came home, I'd have to explain to her, and it would get very complicated.
Oh, I think you did the smart thing. How many ice cubes did you bring?
Well, I didn't go quite that far. Why? Would you like some ice? I'll get some ice for you.
Get it! We'd spend the rest of the afternoon wiping fingerprints off the tray.
My mother's very typical, you know. She remembers exactly how high the pillows were puffed when she left.
Is that why you put your rubbers on the newspaper so they wouldn't leave any telltale slush?
Boy, I'm beginning to feel very foolish about all this.
Oh, forget it. A meeting on the sly is not without its drawbacks.
Well, here you are.
I would like to ask one question, though.
Yes?
Are you going to talk soft like that all afternoon?
Was I talking soft?
Well, yeah, it's not your natural voice. I hear you yelling all the time in the restaurant. The lady wants boiled halibut, not baked halibut. Are you talking soft like that because you think it's sexier? Because I don't find it sexy. I find it hard to hear.
I'm sorry. It's just that these new buildings had paper-thin walls. And you know, I was afraid. I mean, my mother has this high squeaky voice. And there's this old lady next door who's home all day. And if she were to hear deep voices, she'd start to wonder.
So, what's the plan? You whisper and I clean the house in a high squeaky voice?
No. There's no plan. We'll both talk natural.
You got paper and pencil? We could pass notes.
I didn't mean to inhibit you. Look, I'm talking loud and clear in my natural voice. Is that better? Does that make you feel more comfortable?
Much.
I really feel like an idiot. I want you to relax and say anything and do anything you want. Okay?
You have a nice smile.
Me? No.
That's not your smile. It looked like your smile.
Well, thank you.
Don't thank me. It's your smile.
I never know you're kidding me.
I was just kidding you. Don't pay any attention to me.
Anyway, you're not supposed to say nice things to me. I'm supposed to say nice things to you.
All right. Say nice things to me.
You're an attractive woman.
That's it? You may get it better than I did. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that your wife I see you once in a while in the restaurant? The tall blonde in the mink coat and the space shoes?
That's right. How did you know?
Well, I figured the only person who would come in, take money out of the cash register, and leave without saying a word is either a mute crook or a wife.
She does that once a week. She goes to the bank on Fridays.
Oh, How long have you and the depositor been married?
A long time.
How long? 5 years? 10 years? What?
23 years.
Oh, professionals. So, here it is Friday. Your wife's at the bank with her tennis shoes, or space shoes. Your mother's rolling bandages at Mount Sinai, and you are all alone with an attractive woman. With an empty glass.
Oh, I'm sorry. You sure you don't want ice?
Positive, you just did it again.
Did what?
Smelled your fingers. That's the third time you've smelled your fingers since I've been here.
Did I do that? I wasn't even conscious of it.
Is that an occupational hazard? You know, owning a fish restaurant and always worrying about how your fingers smell.
Well, it's opening up those clams and oysters. I enjoy doing it. I do about 8 dozen every morning. That's for the last 20 years. I use soap, perfume, aftershave lotion, turpentine. They're all right for a few hours, but about 4 in the afternoon, it comes back in, just like the tide.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Well, it's not the suavest thing in the world. I mean, sitting here in a nice blue suit with an attractive woman smelling my fingers.
The smelly fingers don't bother me nearly as much as the blue suit. You never wear anything else, do you?
Not in the restaurant. My father always taught me, a businessman should always wear a dignified blue suit. I wear them in the summer too, only in a cooler fabric.
Good, I was concerned.
What do they call a person like me? A creature of habit?
Yes, I think that's what they call a person like you. Don't you ever get a wild, crazy desire for a brown sports jacket?
I have sports jackets in my closet at home. I have a brown sports jacket and a gray check sports jacket.
Is that where you wear them, in your closet at home?
I wear them all the time. I'm not as staid as you think.
Yes, yes you are. State is a very staid word. You own a car?
Yes?
Buick, right?
My God, how did you know?
It goes with blue suits.
You're a very unusual woman, Elaine. Like the way you came to my restaurant. I've never seen you there before, and suddenly you come back for lunch 8 days in a row. What is it, a special high-protein diet?
I get cravings.
You mean to eat?